Hi, what's your name?
I'm Michael Dalton from the School of Bioenergy Healing.
So what's the Dalton School about?
So it's a modality from Ireland where we practice on working on the chakra system and clearing blocks out of the body's energy field. So it's very good for treating back pain, migraine, arthritis, and a whole host of different conditions.
So how does that compare to other similar vibrational healing arts?
They all work with energy. Bioenergy is a very unique system of specific structures that allows for a very fast and effective approach in healing. So it's a very fast, effective approach with very great long-term results.
So how fast do you get, I guess, do you see results?
We do treatments over 4 days, and often people will be pain-free, completely pain-free in their 4 days, and then after 1 to 2 months they'll be long-term pain-free. So it's really, really exciting treatment for people.
Whereas other treatments would take maybe weeks or months? The same issue?
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of times we're treating people that have pain for 10, 20 years and they've tried everything and nothing has worked for them. So we get a lot of good results where people have been in situations where nothing has worked for them.
So what kind of issues are common that you work with in a very successful way?
Asthma, eczema, migraines, back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain is probably the most common. And a lot of people with fertility issues. So anything where stress related will block up the body's natural energy system, trauma, accidents, injuries, where problems will be stuck in the body for years.
So let's say person has a situation, a challenge, health challenge, and it's fixed in 4 days. Is that permanent?
Yeah, the work we're doing, we have follow-up session about a month later as well to make sure that has cleared out the different layers of the energy field. So the problems, when people have a trauma, anything in their body, there's a physical, emotional, and mental effect. And so if you're only healing something on a physical level, what we find is that because the trauma is still there on an emotional and mental level, the problem comes back again. So a lot of times people are having treatment and they see results, but their problems come back again. I think the difference with the bioenergy is that because we're releasing on that emotional and mental level as well as the physical, then you're not getting the problems coming back again. So for me, I'm very results oriented, so that's how I see I quantify the effectiveness of the treatment.
So if someone had a long-term illness, which is probably, at a higher level, it's caused, at a higher level. You address that higher level to get the root cause, is that it?
Yeah, you have to look at the emotional and mental cause behind it as well. We're not doing that through counselling or speaking. We're doing it through working directly on the specific chakras for that. So specific energy points in the body relate to the emotions and the mental energy. And so those patterns need to be opened up and released.
So how long is a session?
Sessions are typically 45 minutes.
So behind you we have a demonstration here of something. Can you walk me through that?
So what's happening here now is the practitioner, Michelle, has identified a blockage of energy in the client's back, and using a series of hand movements we use a bit of tension in our hands to turn our hands into magnets, and the magnetism draws the iron in the blood and brings more movement of energy to that area of the body. And the movement outwards, the further out we go, we're shifting that trapped energy, that blocked energy out of the body. So as such in bioenergy, we're not so much putting energy into the body as we're always taking blockages out, allowing the natural energy to increase and flow.
Whereas other practitioners or healers, if I may say, would probably give you energy and you feel great afterwards, but you may have to come back.
Well, and it's great to give energy and receive and stuff, but the thing is that your body has its own natural ability for energy to flow. It's just what's stopping that energy from flowing. So if you're putting energy into if you're putting water into a bucket with a hole in, it's going to keep running out. So we're looking to address the energy flowing in rather than, to get the energy flowing in by itself. We don't put the energy in. we look to make sure that the energy is flowing in properly.
Very smart. Just remove the blocks and let the natural flow.
Remove the blocks, and then you get the body back to its natural state.
It's like just unclog the ding. Don't.
And you know, to be honest, like, to put energy into the body, not everybody can do that. You have to have a very high frequency of energy. A lot of people say they do it, but to manage energy in a way where you're transforming energy within the body, like scientifically, not what people say, but scientifically, to transform energy in the body, you have to have a very high frequency of energy yourself. And there's very few people on the planet that have that. The key to this is it's all about clearing the blockages out of the body. We're not transforming them inside, we're clearing them out.
So how does this practitioner know how to sense the energy and how to remove the block? Does she see the energy, or is it you feel it?
It's a combination. First thing is always ask the client what they'd like treatment for, and usually they'll have a sense of awareness of where their problems is and what they want treatment for. Then it's a combination of what specific energy points in the body relate to what their problem is. So someone could have a shoulder problem, and then that would relate to the back of the heart chakra. The heart chakra feeds the energy out to the shoulders. So it would be a combination of working on the shoulder that they want the treatment for, but also for us to work on the heart chakra to clear the energy that flows to that area. Otherwise, it'll just keep blocking up again.
So how did you get involved in this in the first place? And how did you train yourself?
Well, I'm originally from Ireland, and my background is mechanical engineering, so it's a very different background than what I do now. But I had asthma and eczema, and I did the whole medical route trying to get better for years, and nothing had worked. And so when I first saw bioenergy, I thought it was crazy. People waving their hands around, how could that heal anyone? But this is over 23 years ago, so in Ireland it was kind of almost witchcraft at that point. And so, but I went for 4 treatments, and the asthma and eczema were gone in 4 days. After years of having medical treatment and nothing worked. And so for me that was like, why doesn't everybody know it? Why isn't everybody doing it? So I got into it 23 years ago, and I've been promoting it ever since.
So who did you get the treatment from, and how did you start your school?
There's practitioners in Ireland that do the treatment, and I originally studied with them after I got better, and then over the years set up my own school, and then started traveling with it and brought it to Northern Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, and then eventually about 12 years ago moved to Canada, and then started establishing it in Canada.
Do you have any unique testimonials?
Oh,
that are just like mind-boggling.
Yeah,
like 4 days, like a walk, you know.
Well, there's a lot of we've done a lot of TV interviews and a lot of newspaper articles of some miraculous stuff. But probably one of the last ones we did was on a show called Remedy Me that was showed on the Oprah network, and that was a lady that had eczema, and she had eczema all over her face, and so they came, and I was doing the healing on her as part of an alternative health show. And as I was treating her over the 4 days, her eczema started disappearing from her face. And everybody was so excited by it, the cameraman, the producer, and all, that they all took the bioenergy training. So not only did she get better, but the producer, everything. The editor that lived out in Newfoundland moved to Vancouver for a year to take the training course. So I'll just give you an idea of the impact that it has on people. He had been filming and editing courses for like a year for the show, and they never saw anything like the effectiveness of bioenergy. And so even he came and he took the training, and he's gone back to Newfoundland now. But we have people travel all over the world for treatment.
So it seems like anyone can learn, because you're an engineer. That's a total different mindset.
And it's like, I think that we're all intuitive, and we all have a lot of natural healing ability. I think it's just that we get so caught up in the mental world of the physical and the physical realm. But once we practice a little bit of meditation, we practice some energy techniques, I think everyone has the ability to do healing. I think it's a natural thing that we all have. It's just learning how to do it in a way that's effective, and that's what our school is. I set up a school to teach people how to do it professionally, because I met a lot of energy healers that were sick, and I'm like, there's no need to be sick. You're doing it wrong. When people do healing and they're drained after, they're doing it wrong. They're just simply doing it wrong. And so once you understand how energy works, and I mean the science of it, not the people will make stuff up, but it doesn't mean it's real, like the science of energy and how it works. And once you know what you're doing, you can do it, and you can feel great when you do it. You don't have to feel tired or drained. You can feel great, the client feels great. So that's what we teach.
How do you as a practitioner feel great by doing this on yourself? What do you do?
Yeah.
What exactly do you do for yourselves?
Yeah, we're very much in bioenergy. We're very much on working on our own personal self as well, so maintaining our energy through a series of energy techniques through ourselves to keep energy flowing and moving. And the key part is that once your energy is flowing, moving through your body, stress is not being held in your body. So stress leads to illness and sickness in the body, like inflammation, trauma, all these things lead to illness and sickness in the body. So what we're doing is continuously keeping that energy flowing, preventing inflammation in the body, and getting the body to heal itself. So when we're doing the healing, when we're doing it on ourselves, when we're doing it on others, energy is flowing through our bodies and helping our bodies heal all the time. So we're in a constant state of healing. So it's pretty awesome that way, because you know then that in the future you're not going to get sick. You're always creating a constant level of health.
So what's involved in the training? What's the commitment to learn how to do this on a basic level?
Well, we have on a very exciting level, we do our practitioner training in Costa Rica. And this is our beautiful venue here called Blue Spirit. And it's one of the nicest yoga retreats in the world. And this is some of our students here. And we practice bioenergy out on the beach and in these beautiful training rooms. And so we do that. It's a 2-week intensive training program in Costa Rica every November. And we're in Toronto, of course, now at the health show. And so Toronto is great because it's easier for people to travel to Costa Rica, take the training. We have about 4 months of video training before they go, so they learn the techniques visually before they go. And then when they're in Costa Rica, it makes it a lot easier for them to learn it. And then we have a 4-month case study project after the course, so that they practice putting the techniques and working on people, and then they get that will qualify them. They have to get specific results to be able to qualify at the end of it. But the program is 2 full weeks intensive training, and but it's one of the nicest venues in the world, and it's a wonderful group of about 30 people come together from all over the world. And actually a lot of Canadians go though. I put the course together for international students, but Canadians seem to love to travel. I don't know. So the course is more than half full of Canadians. And I'm based in Vancouver now, and so we get a lot of people from Vancouver travel out as well. But we have practitioner courses in Vancouver that are monthly courses, and people come monthly and take the training. Yeah.
Great. More information, website?
Our website is www.daltonsbio.com. So that's DALTONSBIO.com.
Good.
Daltons Bio.
Thank you.